web interface.
You seem to know something I don't. What's going on? Can you tell me what it is, please? I'm not that slow like you think. Strange vibrations in the room and I can feel it.
Welcome, Talking Circles with Chris Carter. Guess who's back?
Back again.
I've been here 10 minutes out of line already.
Whatever.
Welcome, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We are live at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. We are now located at our new studio in Lexington, North Carolina. Hold on. I want y'all to see this shirt. Y'all see this? I'm going to start a petition. I need all y'all to sign it to Chase Robertson. I need a new shirt. I've asked for a new shirt. He has lied to me over and over again. I don't know what it is about them Robertson, Sydney. Mike, his forecast is 50-50. I got in trouble for telling the truth. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You know, I'm fat and happy, living the dream. God is good, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about. I hope I look very professional with my laptop in front of me for any assistance that I might need that is not AI associated.
Until you need a magnifying glass to look at it.
So I haven't done my Bible verse in a while. So, and we're going to, our Cam's Corner brought to you by Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue tonight will be in Sydney. She hadn't been here in about 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 12. I don't even know no more. We got a lot to talk about. We got rained out Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium. There's a lot of logistical moving parts to all that. When I do discuss them, please, y'all, just, what I tell y'all tonight here in a little bit is Austin Shuford and Greg Garrison approved, okay? So if you say, what about double points? What about we didn't race this week? What about da-da-da? I can't help you, okay? But we're going to get to all that. But right now, I'm going to preach a second because what is going on out in this world today is very, very serious. The world's not falling apart. Actually, all that craziness that is unfolding is about to unfold. Is everything actually coming together according to God's word? So, like I said, I'm really not going to preach, but if I have a platform and I do not at least touch on being a Christian and trying your best to do what's right, reading your Bible and trying to be a witness to others, because you don't want your friends to die and go to hell, but also the signs that we are seeing and the people that thinks or says the Bible's fake, it's a fairy tale, this and that. Well, you remember, I don't care who you are, but you've heard of Noah, hadn't you? Sydney, remember Noah and the ark? So everybody knows about Noah. There's a lot of people that laughed at Noah, but the signs are there, people. I mean, it's just that simple. They're all around us. And if you take a Holy Bible and you read Gog or Moab and all that's Russia, Persia is Iran. It's a lot of it's all just starting to unfold and come together. But with all that being said, my verse of the day is in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And this is Jesus talking to his disciples, describing about the end times. And it says, and because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. And that's pretty much we see it all around us. We got people that's protesting and getting run over and shooting senators and lawmakers because they don't believe like somebody else believes. And I read today somewhere in North Carolina that a 19-year-old shot and killed his dad. It's bad out there, y'all. But I will say this, do not fear. It's mentioned, do not fear, do not be afraid. Split hairs however you want to is mentioned in the Bible 365 times. So there you go. There you go. That's it for that. Let me get my notes moved to the other side. Sydney, let's talk about your son real quick. Clayton Tate. I told you a while ago, I looked out there and I seen the pink number 11 stadium stock. It was going slower than normal. And so I went up to right there between 3 and 4 at the top. Never been up there actually. And I like the way, that's a good place to take some really good pictures. And at the second lap, I looked down. I didn't see them white gloves. I seen his little hands doing this. He wasn't going fast. That's Clayton Tate in there. I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. I had to take the oldest to baseball in Charlotte on Saturday, but I still wanted my car to get some practice. I told Steven to take it out, and I said, you know what? Just let Clayton take it out. We didn't tell him we were going to let him take it out. We just took it. Steven just packed up his suit and his helmet, and said, get ready. You're taking the car out. So you got to start somewhere. You got to get some laps in at some point. So we're hoping to take him racing July 4th weekend, and we're looking forward to it.
Where at?
We haven't decided yet.
Carteret?
Either Carteret or Franklin County. We're not sure.
How do y'all decide something like that as a parent? Flip a coin?
No, I just let his daddy decide.
Yeah. Man, I'm hearing some bad rumors about some bad stuff that went on in a trailer Saturday night. So some of y'all gonna get sprayed with bear spray. I'm just saying.
Bear spray.
If it's true, y'all better watch old Pat Chris.
Bear spray.
Not hairspray, bear spray.
I said bear spray.
Okay, I just want to make sure we all was on the same page with all that. August the 29th. I mean, why do I keep saying August?
That's when school starts.
June the 29th. And this we're going to have this fundraiser for these two beautiful young ladies, Autumn and Emma. That's Emma. That's Autumn. Autumn, for the last two races, has been at Bowman Gray, which is really, really cool. She loves it there. She goes all the time. We're going to have a lot going on. We're going to have a band. We're going to have all kind of good stuff. $10 barbecue plate. So we're going to have a Dunkin' booth. I'm really trying to talk Zach Staley into getting in there, me and him at the same time. But we're not going to take our shirts off, okay? So there's
I'm not
that.
sure y'all would fit in there at the same
But Jessica,
time.
you stop, okay? We'll make it happen.
Okay.
You can be the booth operator. I'm really not worried. There's some of these people probably never thrown a ball of any type.
Oh.
Messer said he was going to throw one and make sure we went into the water. All right, so we're going to have a Dunkin' booth. And that is going to be courtesy of Patriots Choice Plumbing. We're going to have a bounce house. Sydney, this bounce house it's big. It's real big. Got the biggest one available.
Who's
From
going to be the
Johnson's Inflatables. And that is sponsored. That bounce house is because of Michael Adams and his dad, Mr. David, and Ever Ready Mix Concrete. Okay.
Mhm.
See, there's a lot of people. It has a lot to do with a lot of, once again, a lot of moving parts, a lot of logistical stuff, parking. I mean, I don't know. I promise I'll figure it out. I'm getting close. All right, so we're going to have a bounce house. So courtesy of Johnson's Inflatables is who we have been dealing with. Very good people, nice people. And Ever Ready Mix Concrete is making that happen. We're going to have kids' games, and they're going to be organized by our Emma, that's no longer with us, her mother and her grandmother, Miss Sandy and Alina. That's Enticing Icings, who is a sponsor on this show. So the kids' game, and we're talking about, I'm not going to go through my text and find. They're really putting a lot of effort into this. This is going to be, we're going to have face painting too. Live painting by Amber Blue. She's going to paint a beautiful picture of the stadium live and then auction that off. So we were going to have, as I said last week, Piedmont Dragway is very involved. So we're going to have race cars, drag cars, hot rods, Jeeps, rockets from NASA and Elon Musk.
You are so funny. I can't.
Somebody's going to come. Chris Carter said this is going to have Elon Musk here.
Yeah.
Bikes are welcome too as well. Our food is going to be, it's $10 a plate. Thank you to Smokey Joe's Barbecue in Lexington, North Carolina. I know I'm going to leave stuff out. I did the best I could, okay? So I don't want to hear it. Here's what's cool. Also a new sponsor on the show, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers in Lexington, right real close to RCR. Ain't it great? On the 27th of this month, y'all, okay? Y'all write this down, put it in your phone. Y'all do something. Remember this. On the 27th of this month, so that's the Friday before our fundraiser on the 29th, Jeremy, with Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, all sales for that day goes to Emma
And Autumn. That's awesome.
I've just met this guy, just amazing. Roger Williamson with Radical Fire Protection introduced me and made all that happen. So Yes. So once again, on the 27th, all the sales at Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburger. Y'all put that in your phone. Y'all go help. Goes to Emma and Autumn. MJ Printing and Graphics, also another sponsor on the show. They're going to be doing the shirts. If you want to donate $100 to be on the shirt, they got their thing's going to be almost like this to a degree. Everything on that shirt on the front is what them girls wanted. The Sweet 16 and fighting, that's what they wanted. That's how they wanted to name the fundraiser. The bracelets that's being sold out there. We let these girls have a lot of input in this. Now there does come a time where they are kids, and we got them. So, but we're trying to make this just as kid friendly as we possibly can for you out there. To when you come, that child's when they pull up, they're gonna see that big old bounce house, and young kids are gonna get excited.
I'm gonna be in there doing flips.
You're going to man the tent. So MJ Printing and Graphics. So 30, I chased a rabbit. My bad, y'all. This Thursday, it'll be the cutoff date. It's $100 if you want your name on the back of the shirt. The name of your business, city and state. That's all we're doing, okay? But we're going to fumble over there. I don't know what she's doing. Her phone's vibrating.
Somebody was calling me.
So MJ Printing and Graphics, thank you, Mark Joyce, for doing what you do. But if you want to be a part of that, all you got to do is message me, Choice Tire, Eric Engelbert, Steve Stroud at 5 Points Tire and Auto, H&A. Y'all know the deal. Mark Flynn at Williams Hot Dogs and Barbecue, whatever. I'm not hard to get in touch with. I'll come to you, okay? Kyler, that would be, in a 2-2 too. Hey, Stephen, look, Stephen Johnson, my Canadian brother. I seen Michael Adams' trailer on 40 when I was going to work at Caraway Saturday. It was probably, yeah. Susan, I don't even want. If I bring up Susan's name, I got to listen to that Go Dog stuff. Okay, so where am I at? Here I am. You like my new laptop? Then
You're doing great. I feel like we need to go to computer class.
Somebody's calling. All right. Next week, I'm going to be me and Alina. I asked her to do this with me. It was going to be on WXII. So I do want to thank Miss Audrey Besk. I hope I said that right. And Jeff Emmernick. Jeff Emmernick made that happen. Whiskey Ridge Outlaws is going to be the band. So we're going to have some good old country Southern rock music.
Wonder if they'll let me.
Yes, yes. I've already told them that my co-host on Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by JT Services, live from the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. My co-host is going to be the singer. They said, we know Sydney. We heard her at karaoke in Manhattan, New York. They was really excited.
Great. Can't wait.
Hey, what about my Bubba Pollard thing?
I ain't seen it.
It's right here.
Oh, the little car?
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
You know where I bought that at?
Goodwill.
Bowman. Stop. Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, I wasn't being mean. I thought it was a trick question.
Bracelets for sale for $5. Bridget's Kitchen in Lexington has some. Enticing Isons has some. Radical Fire Protection has some. But we do feel like we should have some at the fundraiser. All right. So now there's that. August. What the heck, Christopher? June the 29th of this month. It's going to be at 2:00. We own the flyers or on the event page. They probably took it off the event page, but it is. We first started 2 to 5, which worried me. But there's a church there and all that. But anyway, it's all good. We can be past 5, so that way the band don't have to stop right away. Because once they hear Sydney, it's. I heard that there's going to be people coming as far away as West Virginia because
they heard I was singing.
And now that the world knows.
I mean,
there's people in Canada watching. Stephen
you
Johnson.
better figure the parking situation.
I got the I didn't. Doug and them at the VFW. And once again, I do want to give a shout out to everybody at the VFW for what they've done. They've really stepped up to allow us to do this. So, with all that being said, I'm really excited about this. There's so many people. We assume. I done told the story. I said, I can't do this alone. I never can. It takes a village. I say it all the time. This time I wanted to assemble a team to where, all right, you got the shirts, you got that. And it's been a real big blessing. But there's a lot of running around. But if you live in Charlotte and want me to bring you a flyer, I will. I mean, it's just that simple.
I'll probably be there this weekend, so I'll bring you a flyer.
You will, Charlotte. What are you going there for? Oh, the big concert you're doing. You're opening up for Metallica. I heard that.
I'm singing the national anthem for Hunters baseball tournament. Just kidding.
Sure, we ain't missed nothing here. Steve Stroud. Steve, do not let me forget. I've got to go see Doug tomorrow at 4. I was going to text you that a while ago, but Steve, please do not let me forget. 4 o'clock. I've got to see them. Yeah, Cindy's going to bring her race car there, Kyler. Kyler, bring your car too, man. I need all my Bowman Gray people to be there. Sing me a song, Sydney Sanders, Talking Circles. Pee Wee wants you to sing to him.
Pee Wee, you just come to my trailer and I'll sing you a tune.
No, stop. All right, so let's talk about Bowman Gray Stadium. The rain was coming. Wait, that's Christy Wallace. Chrissy Wallace is going to be on tonight. Slate Myers is going to be on tonight. Riley Neal is going to. Hey, you do the sponsors.
Yeah. I didn't know if you had those on your laptop too. But I got it.
Thank you, Sydney.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the best.
We would like to thank H&H Auto Repair, Race for Kids, Williams Hot Dogs and Barbecue, Precision Built Spindles, Realtor Renee Hackett, David E. Day Inc., Ideal Corn, Affordable Septic, Enticing Icings, Little Donuts, Dutton Safer Systems, Triangle Fitness Kernersville, JTV Sports Cards and Memorabilia, Sykes Metal Roofing, Douglas Auto Electric and Battery, Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, The Garage Shop, Choice Tire and Automotive, Woodman Life Insurance / Jordan Anderson, S&P Lemonade, Frank Steaks in Long Island, New York, J&T Services, DL Outfitters, Gary Brown Dream 68, Midway Dry Cleaners, Cobble Speed Shop LLC, JTA Soft Wash and Roof Cleaning, Koger Plumbing, 5 Points Tire and Auto, Horse Powered Kids, Harkey Litigation, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete, Heroes Patriot Water, Robin Sandblasting, Mule Skinner Truckin', Messer Media, Garage Doors of the Triad, MJ Printing and Graphics, Midway Music Hall and Event Center, Thunder Road Bar and Grill, Midway Mobile Storage, Make TV Great with Nate, Louis Custom Showers and Glass, Radical Fire Protection, Tea Time Sports Bar, Burt Street Pub, Captain's Retreat at Bear Creek, Sold a Bowl Food Truck, Squeaky Clean Express and Ceramic Coatings, Colfax Towing and Auto Repair, Velocity USA, and KevinSaysYes.com.
KevinSaysYes.com.
That's KevinSaysYes.com.
So, if y'all don't hear from me, like if I just vanish, Facebook's gone and everything, y'all know why. Okay? Just letting y'all know. This is something that I will treasure for as long as I live. This is a signed 3 doors down
How do I respond?
Car.
Let's see.
right there. That means a lot to me. Brad Arnold, it's pretty safe to say that 3 doors down touring days could be over. Y'all remember Brad Arnold in your prayers, please. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick measure. I was reading David Welch. You got to watch what David Welch says. You already know I'm that. Yo, yeah. See, that's the good thing about David Welch. He's a team player. He ain't scared. You just know he'll be there wearing a tutu and his wig, and it'll be great. We're going to take, you ready, producer Andrew? Andrew's a new daddy. Congratulations to him. I didn't say it the last time. Congratulations to him and his wife and everybody involved, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and Sydney. We're going to take a quick commercial break, 2 commercial break. Y'all do not go nowhere. We will be right back to talk about Bowman Gray Stadium and what we're doing this week to carry over from last week.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a 3rd-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Jimmy Brown of J&T Services buys junk, unwanted vehicles of all types. He removes scrap metal, specializes in trash removal and eviction cleanups. Whether it's a bed or a table or even old washer and dryer, Jimmy Brown, you don't play around. Serving the Triad area since 2007, J&T Services is firefighter owned, and you can reach them at 336-341-1171, or you can go to J&T Services on Facebook.
Song I'm singing.
Welcome back.
Oh.
You wasn't looking at the thumb, Sydney.
Oh.
It's you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Hey.
Who was that, Taylor? Anyway, all right. So here's the deal, y'all. This Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium, we're gonna have $2 college night, and a lucky fan will have a chance to win an authentic certified piece of the old guardrail. That's right, race fans, you can win a old guardrail. I forgot what I was going to say. Old guardrail. So it's going to be $2 college night. We'll have the Market USA 100 for the Brad's Golf Cars Modified. Okay, here we go. Qualifying results will stay the same, but they'll have a full field redraw. Okay, full field redraw. The 4 fastest will once again have the opportunity to take the fans challenge for $6,000. Those 4 are Jason Myers, who was the fastest, Burt Myers, Lee Jeffries, and Chris Fleming. Okay, as we continue on, the street stock division. The street stock starting lineup will go by last week's pill draw, as will the stadium stock race. Don't start, don't say it. I don't know. I can't answer no questions. There's that.
Great.
There's a method to the madness. That's all. That's what I can tell y'all. So once again, stadium stocks second race will be. Hold on.
I got the lineup.
Do you want me to tell you where you're starting?
I think I start 7th.
You do?
Yeah.
Let's see. Starting 1 in the number 58 out of Anchorage, Alaska, David Beecham. Starting 2nd in the number 26 out of Idaho, Minnesota, Ricky Wall. Starting 3rd in the number 18 straight out of Bikers Anonymous, Billy Andrews. Starting 4th in the number 71, James Allison out of Redford, Minnesota. All right, but Colton, Dakota, Sydney Sanders, that's you. You drive number 11. That's where you start.
Yes, 7th.
1, 2, 3, 4th row inside. Bonus points. Bonus for starting on the inside.
Yeah.
Not bonus points. Oh Lord, don't take that nowhere, y'all.
No. Yeah.
So it's a plus. That's a better word. It's a plus that you're going to start on the inside, correct?
Correct.
So on the outside of you is going to be Andre Chavez in that number 15.
And I got
Pintang is behind you, so that's good too. Pintang's behind you. Then on the outside of him is the number 51 of Andrew Cates. Starting 11th, Matt
wait.
Goodwin. Huh?
Can't wait.
Starting 12th, Tyler Rose. Okay. Starting 13th, Drew Mason. Starting 14th, Robert Mabe. And 10th, Light Bright, Jimmy Lineberry. All right. Street stocks are going to line up like this. Starting P1 will be Austin Jones, and the outside of him will be the number 9 of Brendan Brown. Inside row number 2 will be the 13, Kevin Gilbert. On the outside of him will be the number 8 of Kyler Staley. Inside row number 3, the number 1 of Christian Joyce. On the outside of him will be Zachary Koger. Starting 7th, Inside row 4 is the Andy Avery. Outside of him will be TJ Whaley. Starting ninth, number 23, Jordan Atkins. 10th will be Willie Newman, the 009, Willie Newman, Zach Staley car. 11th, 16, Brad Lewis on the outside of him. Brian Sykes Jr., who is the points leader. 13th, Donnie Martin. 14th, it's Brian Sykes Jr. 15th, who's going to be a guest here shortly, Chrissy Wallace, Zach Staley Racing. 16th, DJ Dean. 17th, Zach Staley. 18th, Justin Alverson.
That'll be interesting.
That's worth the price of admission.
That's a lot of or
Starting-
maybe you just took too long
Starting
time.
19th is Emily Lewis. 20th, Craig Hartless. 21st, Nate Kirk. 22nd, Brian Shoup.
They got a lot of cars.
So what about like Bryant Robertson didn't race? He wasn't even there.
Andy Southern wasn't there.
And, yeah, I mean, so, and they would have to take up tail end. So that's how that is. So if you didn't race and you come, you're going to be a part of this race to the rear. So $2 for the you college people. Do they do this often? I don't recall.
I think it's the first time.
I don't recall ever saying, all right, $2 college night.
Yeah, some girl at work was like, "Are you racing this night?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, okay, because college students get in for $2." I was like, "Oh,
Anything. I'd love to have a Big Mac for $2, Sydney. That's really, really good. $2 for college students.
Yes.
I hope that goes well.
come on,
Sydney, I want to ask you something about
Christopher."
the Bowman Gray Stadium track. Is it, and it's just slow. And I guess, you know, the more you think about it, you think of asphalt like a screen,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the screen gets clogged up, then it rains. I mean, it's just when rubber gets down, then it goes right away, and it's just like it's just been a constant since week one. The track's a lot slower to you too as well.
Well, I mean, I can't ever really get lucky enough to be out there long enough to see if it's slow or fast.
There's definitely let's see, Jason went I don't remember. I got it wrote down in my car. No, I got it right here.
Bubba's About Broke podcast. We need to come out and hang with y'all for a
Buzz!
Talking Circle / Bubba's About
Good
Broke
people.
podcast hangout for
Yeah,
sure.
Yes, absolutely. Good people. Hope y'all are doing well. Appreciate the support because we love to support y'all as well. All right, let me get out my office attire here. Y'all bear with me there. I don't have it. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Roll Tide.
Mm.
All right. We're so professional. All right. Last week was what? The 17th or the 7th? No, that's stadium stops.
Today is the 17th. So that would be this week. That's that one this week.
14. Okay, class. Jason Myers won a 13.625. His brother Bert, second, won a 13.645. Okay. So, and if you went the week before, Bert fastest went a 13.665. Brandon Ward went a 6.93. And then you go, you know, this all over the place after that. The track record is a 12.965, Tim Brown. That will not even, I don't even know. I begin to wonder now if these modifieds are going to get under a 13.5. I think that Brandon Ward this year was close. I'm not going to take the time to look.
It's done some
Everyone-
type of raining though every
3 years straight. If you qualified, I got it right here. Justin Mincy, part 2.
in your handy dandy.
All right, so there you go. Don't forget, y'all please mark it down. Come and be a part of helping us help these babies. They're not babies. One's 15, one's 16. They're fixing to both be 16. Emma Williamson and Autumn Priest on the 29th of this month at the VFW in Kernersville. If you'd like to be a part of it, donate, whatever, just let me know. There's plenty of other people. Steve Stroud, 5 points. Eric Engelbert at Choice Tire and Automotive. There's just so many people. Sydney,
Yes, sir.
you can just ask her, and she's got my number. But anyway, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to talk with Miss Chrissy Wallace. This is going to be a good. There's a lot of stuff that this young lady has done throughout her career. That name, yeah, that Wallace. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your number one source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs. If you need your hot dog experience to go to a whole new level, then you need to check out Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue, because when it comes to hot dogs, it doesn't get more iconic than Pulliam's. Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue has been in business since 1910, which makes them part of the fabric of the Triad area, and their recipe hasn't changed in 114 years. Same barbecue, same slaw, same hot dogs. Pulliam's is located at 4400 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem, and their hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Come chill at the grill and enjoy yourself with family and friends at Pulliam's Hot Dogs and Barbecue.
People can trust me to detail their vehicles because I've been doing it for years. I've worked on stuff from $1,000 all the way up to $100,000, but at the end of the day, you still gotta live up to the same standard. I put love and care into every vehicle. I just want to make sure my customer's happy because I like getting everything. I mean, every crack, every cranny, anything I can get. I really just want it to be squeaky clean. I know how I want my ride to look like at the end of the day, and I should do the same thing to yours.
Did he get thumbs up?
Welcome back. He gave the thumbs up. Where were you?
Talk- Talking to Daniel, one of the president of the Peanut Gallery. He couldn't find it or something.
Oh, the president of the Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, there's no telling. Hey, can you fix this? Andrew, look what it says. Join us live with. That was last week.
Yeah, should be able to.
So, Channel 31 News weather report. I'm not sure if y'all pay attention to Mike Robertson. Y'all all know I'm pretty close to that family, and so Mike started doing the weather report, and one day he was way off, way off.
That was my foot. I promise you. I seen you looking. It was my foot. Listen. I promise.
That would have been the funniest thing, almost to Bristol falling out of the chair. Channel 31 News, Mike made a bad mistake doing the forecast for before race day and just screwed it all up. And so now Channel 31 News, it don't matter if we're under a tornado warning, he's going to call it as 50-50. Last week, was it Clifton's Plumbing was his sponsor? Something about if it won't do, I don't even know what that man says. So Channel 31 News. Also chasing him, they're being creative. They've got a page to where on their website on who's on probation and who's not. That's pretty intriguing. It's good. They're having a lot of fun. Speaking of websites, doublecmedia.com will be launched within the next 2 weeks. We will have stuff on doublecmedia.com that you will get nowhere else. It's going to be a pretty neat thing. I got some pretty heavy hitters involved with making this happen. Seth Caldwell. So we was talking about, is Chrissy on?
Negative.
Let me text her. I mean, we talked yesterday.
That was yesterday.
What was I just saying?
Seth Caldwell.
Brought S&P lemonade. Seth brought some cucumber lemonade. First, the week before it was dill pickle. And Saturday, it was cucumber.
I want to try the frozen pickle was delicious, but I want to try the cherry limeade frozen one.
The cucumber was amazing. I stepped into the hallway at the tower up above. I did a cartwheel.
It was probably a good detox.
Flawlessly did a cartwheel. I was so excited as the other people looked at radar and made official decisions. So, Chrissy Wallace isn't called in yet.
Tucker Myers is still on probation, says Pee Wee,
Is he?
because he messes with Mike.
Is that what it is, Pee Wee?
Is that why he's on probation?
Kyler, which one? Are you talking about the pickled
Okay, Seth. I
dill
will.
pickle or the
Cherry limeade.
no cucumber?
Cucumber. Oh.
You gotta go see Sydney. You gotta go
Yes,
see Seth.
I said I will come
Say
see.
Seth and Sydney real fast. Say 6 times.
Seth and Sydney. Seth Sydney. Seth Sydney. Seth Sydney. Seth Sydney.
See? Started on the inside of road number 2. It's going to be Seth Caldwell on the outside. Sydney. That ain't too bad.
Kyler said the cherry limeade done.
Oh.
I can't wait to try it.
You haven't? I don't know if I have. Seth could have to tell you if I've tried it. He knows what I've tried and what I haven't. Yeah. Everything I've tried has been great.
Carolina Crimson.
Who?
Carolina Crimson is a good flavor too.
Carolina. I forgot. He works
He does that?
on S&P's trailer while you're racing. He's been there and you race.
You were there while you didn't make my pickle lemonade Saturday, did you?
Not this past Saturday, no. Or not within the last few.
Kyler, I drank the dill pickle one on Saturday because I usually do a dill pickle shot, but now I think my tradition is going to be the dill pickle lemonade, so I don't get a cramp.
S&P Lemonade. Remember how they started and just kept digging and kept samples and I'm in. I mean, we done a lot of stuff together before we come with, done a sponsorship deal, and he takes care of us. He takes care of me and Randy, and I share. I do share. But when he walks over, bless his heart, he's sweating. They stay busy, but that's good. Thank you, all the people that support S&P Lemonade. Seth, don't forget to let me know about
I'm trying to find
that.
a hair bow.
Yeah, you need one.
It's hot up in her.
All right, so
Let's see.
Brandon Clements, I hope you're coming back soon. I don't know who that person was.
A golf cart.
Guess he had a key. Did you lock the door?
Yeah, look that door right there.
Okay, he had a key. He's fixing the golf cart. All right, so anyway, what is that? Yeah, they see that Iranian lady doing Iranian lady doing the news, and they got bombed live on the air. She had like she did. I'd have cried and just went running. That lady's just like just casually got up and. All right, so he's waiting on Chrissy Wallace. So here's what we'll do. There's one more way to skin a cat. Busy lady, and that's fine. Hey, let me do this. I do want to tell y'all, she's going to be racing for Zach Staley Racing, and she's really excited. Last week, I don't know about this week, but last week, her dad, Mike Wallace, was going to spot for her. So you would think he would be a good spotter. Also, she did get to practice. Hold on. Here's what Chrissy said. Casey Capley, he's coming back from Alabama. He's in God's country. So we can't turn it up. Turn up your truck, dummy. So Chrissy Wallace last week, I do have a thing right here. She felt really comfortable in the car, just needed a little more speed on the straightaway, possibly have her dad, Mike Wallace, spotting for her during the race, and she will confirm shortly. That was Saturday. But I'm going to tell you what. She's raced ARCA, NASCAR Truck Series, Xfinity, but Busch Series, Super Late Models in 2007, became the first female driver to ever win at Hickory Motor Speedway. She finished 13th at the Mountain Dew 250 in the NASCAR Truck Series at Talladega. She was driving the number 808 for SS Greenlight Racing. She became the first woman to win an ASA Late Model Track Championship at Lebanon I-44 Speedway, which is the same track where her father, Mike Wallace, won the championship in 1990. So that's always really cool. That's pretty neat there. I thought that was. And so there's that. Okay? There's that. So what we're going to do, let's do this. We have just we have just a minute. I'm fixing to, let's do this. You know what? Hold on. Kyler Kepley, hold on. I'm going to talk to Kyler Kepley. He had a good finish 6th Saturday night. Let's see, Joyce. Kyler Kepley, call this number. 336-594-5570. Kyler Kepley, call this number. 336-594-5570. That is our Coger Plumbing phone lines here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. And we are live at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. Kyler Kepley, 336-594-5570. Give me a call if you're still watching. You all right over there?
I'm good.
Pee Wee said it's going to be hot next week. Pee Wee, you get with Channel 31 News, Mike Robertson, and do you feel like we're doing a TikTok video right now, kind of? You don't?
No.
Okay. Kyler Kepley, look, now it just says he's watching like he just come on. Kyler Kepley, call 336-594-5570. We got 8 minutes.
What's after 594?
5570.
5570.
I got him.
All right. Put him on. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs down. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
How we doing?
Kyler, what you doing, bud?
Oh, just got home from dinner.
Hey, look, Seth Caldwell said, Kyler Kepley, you can announce your flavor that is coming soon. That's straight. I'm reading it. What does this mean?
Well, obviously everyone knows Seth Caldwell and S&P Lemonade come on board this year, and they've been a massive help to our team. And me and Seth been talking for a couple weeks, and shortly at S&P Lemonade you'll have Kepley's Blue Magic.
Kepley's Blue Magic. What does Blue Magic entail? Please tell me it's no vodka involved.
Nope, just straight blue raspberry.
That sounds good.
It does. Man,
We're excited. We're really excited. I'm grateful for the opportunity that he's given me this year to represent his business.
these are good people. That's good. See, that means we're kind of like teammates, bud.
Right.
Me and you. Talk about Saturday night. Good run, 6th place. I know you'd put on my page 5th, and I got the lineup, and I was like, dadgummit. But once again, I just go by what I've got. All in all, though, still a very good run, man. Tell us about your night Saturday night, Collar.
Man, first and foremost, I got to thank my father. He's put endless hours into it, even with his brain surgery deal, and we've been working hard, and we haven't come to the racetrack with the same driving race car all year. And Saturday night, man, my fiance Gracie, it's actually our anniversary today. She got me a good drawing spot, and we just made our way forward. And I thought it was 5th, but I realized that Sterling was not part of that wreck. But for a 6th place finish, that's big for our program.
You've got speed in the car. I mean, in the car, especially in practice, I check you out in the morning practice, and it's turning better. It's just a matter of time. It's, put all this together, and I'll be down there talking to Collar Kepley and Victor Lane. How cool would that be? That'd be pretty daggum cool, bud.
That'd be awesome. But like you said, it takes time, and it's a process. The stadium's one of its own. I tell everybody that I talk to about Bowman Gray Stadium that, in my opinion, the sportsman division at Bowman Gray Stadium is the hardest division to run in the country. We might have 14 to 18 cars, but more than 3/4 of them can win that race. So, to be progressing as fast as we are and have the guidance that I have and my father and everybody behind me, our program's moving faster than we thought it would.
How's he doing? Give us a report on. Apparently, he's doing good. He's driving from Dadgum, Alabama. What's he doing in? Let me start from the beginning. What's he doing in Alabama? What part of Alabama was he in?
I'm not sure. He had one of his shipments this week, and he had to get down there. I think it was Mississippi, I believe it was. But man, he's doing great. He's nonstop. We try to tell him to take a break every once in a while, take a day off. But you know how he is. He ain't gonna listen to that.
So, we both had brain injuries, and I didn't have as many surgeries as he had. But it's almost like you better you don't. I'll put it to you this way: they told me not to walk to the mailbox the day I got out of the hospital on a Friday, Kyler. They told me don't walk past the mailbox, and I told Daniel and him, take me to Bowman Gray. Then the next week, I book a flight and fly to Mobile, Alabama. And they're like, you did what? You went how many thousand of people? But, people like us can be hard-headed because you feel like for some reason you just can't sit around. Your dad's a go-getter, so it's just, to me, I wouldn't expect nothing different. You got to keep yourself occupied and do what you got to do.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't even 2 days after he got out of the hospital. He was at the racetrack, and we weren't so sure if we were even going to race because I just wanted to be there with him. But he told me, don't give up, go do it. And thankful I had some people behind the scenes. My Uncle Billy and my cousin Nathan helped me get the car ready. And there's been countless people offer me that week to help me get it done and get it ready. I mean, Chase Robertson, Kevin Powell Speed Motorsports, Billy and Nathan, Dylan Ward. All these guys offered to help me. And it just shows what you talk about on a weekly basis, how big the Bowman Gray Stadium family is.
Amazing. I'm telling you. Tell us about Seth just wrote something on here, and I'm glad he did. So let's talk about real quick before we have to go, Cups for Casey. Explain to everybody listening what that's about.
So when we found out, we were just focused on what our next part was, and Gracie helped me out a lot mentally and physically, and she wanted to do whatever she could to help Dad get help much as possible for the medical bills and time out of the hospital. And as soon as Seth heard about it, man, I probably had 10 messages missed from him. He had cups, he had coffee mugs, hats, T-shirts, and everything was ready. And he told me everything that he sells on that website that involves the Cups for Casey deal, $8 of every sale will go towards Dad in any medical bills or medical expenses. And he's got a couple sales, and it's moving slow, but I'm grateful that he just did it. I told him it didn't matter if we sold one thing or any. I was grateful to know that I had people behind me like that. So Seth and his group, they put together the cups, the T-shirts, everything, and they've been a big support system behind Dad.
I like it. I like it a lot. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Bernard Scott. That's Bria Scott. Speaking of, I told y'all last week that we had the fundraiser for Bria at Choice Tire and Automotive, and Bria will be having her surgery. I believe that baby texted me, and it's going to be the 23rd of this month. I do believe that's when it's going to be, the 23rd of this month. And Bernard, I did tell your daughter that I would be there, and I will come and just hang out for a little bit. And Casey, and we're talking about the 15-year-old that needed heart surgery, and everybody come together, and it's just what we're discussing, this Bowman Gray Stadium family. And I'm really excited about what we're doing on the 29th. And then the thing is it doesn't stop there. There's people that has contacted me. I want to continue. I wish if I won this lottery right here I got in my hand tonight, I'd have the biggest thing for kids ever. I would either buy into Victory Junction Camp like Kyle Petty and them are doing, or I would make something equivalent bigger. But it's looking forward to the surgery for that, for Bria Scott and everything, where she can live a normal, good, healthy life. And the Cups for Casey, we need to push that a little harder, do what we can. Matter of fact, I don't see why maybe Let me think on that. Let me think on that and see if I can tie that into what we're doing on the 29th. Okay, Kyler? Remind me Saturday. I can't just do a knee-jerk reaction. I got a team, and it ain't, I think we can tie the two together. Okay? Saturday.
Well, that would be awesome, Chris.
I think we can. I think we can tie that together. Let's talk about it. Me, you, and your dad. Get with Seth, and let's talk about it, and we'll take it from there. How's that sound?
Absolutely sounds great.
I know you got a lot of people involved. Take this time, if you would, Kyler Kepley, to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
First and foremost, I got to thank the good Lord above. If
Amen.
it wasn't for Him, none of us would be here. I got to thank my dad and my fiance. They stand behind me no matter what, and they back me, and they're a big support system behind the scenes. Bark Buddies, S&P Lemonade, Edwards and Sons Heavy Equipment Rentals, McDonald's Landscape and Concrete, and obviously Kepley Motorsports. We're a small team, but we're making it happen. I couldn't do it without everybody that stands behind me.
Appreciate you calling in. Glad we got to have you on. And tell that crazy woman of yours I said hey. And we'll see you this week, buddy.
I will.
All right. See you, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
All right. See you. All right. Well, I'm writing this on here for Kyler. Kyler, she didn't call in. I talked to her yesterday, and then
Got a call.
Oh, wait. Stand by. Tell me thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Hey, go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Y'all got me?
Who's this?
Slate Myers?
Hey, it's our next guest. I thought it was Chrissy Wallace. Hey, Slate.
What's up, y'all?
Can we put him on hold and do commercials and then come back? Slate, I'm going to put you on hold, do 3 quick commercials, then we'll be right back with you. Okay, buddy?
All right, 10-4.
All right, hold on. All right, as y'all just heard, we got Slade Myers on the line. He drives the number 6 modified at Bowman Gray Stadium. Going to take about a 3 commercial break. Don't you go nowhere. Who are you talking to?
I'm not talking to nobody.
Are you your
Clay-
hairdresser?
No, Steven texted me and said Clayton told him to go home because he was getting on his nerves.
From Turn and Burn?
Yes.
Boy, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Slate Myers. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. At H&H Auto Repair, no job is too big or too small. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, they can do it all. From oil changes to engine swaps to North Carolina inspections, H&H Auto Repair is your one-stop auto shop. Located at 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right next to Tickle Pink Convenience Store, stop by and see Daniel and Philip Harrison and tell them old CC sent you. That's H&H Auto Repair, 3088 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem.
Hey, my name is Gavin Robbins. Welcome to Robbins Sandblasting.
Hey, I'm Michael Robbins. I'm a third-generation sandblaster. Alongside of my parents, Eddie and Shirley Robbins, we are Robbins Sandblasting. In December of 1954, my grandpa, Buddy Robbins, started Robbins Sandblasting. Over the past 65 years, there have been many of cars driven in this driveway. Some have come and gone, others have become friends, but many have become family. With the fourth generation standing here, it's our job to teach them how the rust meets the dust. So from our family to yours, thank you for 65 years.
Welcome back, Talking Circles. Gavin right now, seeing Gavin on Robin Sandblast and Michael's son, and man, that kid's grown like 2 feet, real quick. Wow, we got Slate Myers on the line. Slate, how you doing?
Hello.
Slate Myers.
He can hear you.
Huh?
You were going out. He can hear you.
Well, I can't hear him.
He's probably muted. Tell him to hang up, call back.
Slate, Q97831 code dash Q9468. I mean, it's like there's a dead line.
Yeah, it could be. Tell him to call back and I'll drop.
Call back.
Hey, Mama Vicky, I love you. Yeah, Slate Myers, call us back, buddy.
He dropped. Should be back shortly.
I hadn't talked to Mama Vicky in forever. I need to call her.
Yes, I
He's
miss
on.
her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Slate Myers.
Check. Y'all got me?
Yeah. We got you now. Some little button over there or something. Hey, Ryan Gibson. Slate, we're going to jump right into it for those of y'all out there listening in radio land or podcast land or whatever the heck it is we're doing here. Slate Myers. How old are you, Slate? 17 or 16? 12?
16.
16.
12.
16 years old. And he races in the modified division at the Madhouse. Tell me, in Slate Myers' opinion, the track being slower, where can we point the finger?
I don't know. The track's it's just the time of year. But I think it progressively gets better and better. You see a lot of outside passes now. Track's coming in for sure. That's in my opinion. I like going out on the outside on the cone races. I feel like I can pick up some spots out there. My car likes the outside. So yeah, it's not too bad. I've heard some people talk about it, how bad the track is or how slow it is or whatever, but I think it's coming around to us.
At Father's Day, did y'all all hang out at Father's Day? Bert, Jason, the whole Schimmelgig family, everybody.
Not really. Me and Dad hung out close to all day, but we went to Max's baseball game. Jason was there. So I mean, I guess you could count that
Did
as
Max
everybody
win?
hanging out.
Did Max win?
Yeah, they won. It started pouring on us pretty bad.
Kind of like Saturday night.
It was Sunday, like during the middle of the day when we got that bad shower. That was us.
So, anyway, it was. I'd have been Jason. I'd have been like, "Hey, Bert, where'd you qualify last night?" They got to jank each other. All right, so Jason went
yeah, they've been going at it.
Oh, I bet 13.625, and your dad went a 13.645. Speeny fifth at a 13.740. Okay. Slate Myers won a 13.766. Fifth at a 740, you at a 766. You see what I'm saying right in here? Randy Butner 13.851. Brandon Ward 791. You was faster than him. Last week there ain't much difference in the time, Slate. I just think the weather hadn't been good to our track, personally. I'm not a race car driver, but it's almost like you get a rubber down, then it rains, or even if it don't rain on race night, the next day, like you were just talking about, it rains on Sunday, and then we're not talking about a little bit of a sprinkle or a little misting. We're
It's a
talking about
tsunami.
an inch of rain in 30 minutes. You know, definitely is a big player in the track not being as fast as we're used to. Now, I've seen some good racing, just like you just said. You know, a lot of these modifieds are just getting on that outside and having a field day with it. Give us an assessment of your season as of right now. We are literally 2 weeks away from the halfway point at the Madhouse. The season's fixing to be halfway over for 2025.
Yes.
Give yourself a grade for us.
Yeah, so we started out the season pretty good, qualifying third in the first race of the year. Ran top 5 most of the race. So I knew we had something good for this year, especially with me getting more seat time with the Smart Modified Tour and stuff like that. Just it's all about how much seat time I can get. But as the season went on, just I feel like there was a lot of driver errors that I had to pick up on. This last Saturday, I got in Dad's car actually, and even though his car and my car do 2 different things, I feel like I learned some things, and he was watching me and seeing some things that I could have been doing better. And I definitely feel like that played a factor into our qualifying. I know it says that we're 7th, and like, dang, that's all right. I feel like you could do a little bit better, but everybody's so close right now. Like the pole was like a 64 or whatever you said, and like third was a 72 or something, and we ran a 76. So I mean, we're right there. Just a little bit more tuning and adjustments, and we'll be right there with them.
I got Riley Neal's going to come on after you, and tonight that's what I wanted to do. I was going to have Chrissy Wallace on, and she didn't make it, and so but you and Riley, and now we're gonna add. I'm gonna have Ethan on next week if you'll be on. Ethan Truel, who's also 16, and then we got a 18-year-old that just got thrown into the mix with Connor Branch, coming out of a Sportsman car. When I heard the news last week, I'm like, that don't even make sense to me. It didn't. Still don't, but it ain't my deal. But I will say, after paying close attention to him Saturday and qualifying and all in practice before, I think Connor's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think he adapted. Pretty quick. We watched him qualify, obviously, because he was last to go out for qualifying. And I got to watch him. I think he did pretty good for his first time, because I remember my first time going out there just putting around, just trying to make a lap. It's definitely hard, but I don't know about that whole situation. I know that Sportsman car he had was top tier.
Yes.
So I don't know what that situation was about. I talked to Dylan about it and everything. But I don't know. I think he'll be pretty good in the modifieds, but I don't know how good that car can. I don't know like how that car will compare to my car, or Dad's car, or even Lee Jeffrey's car. Like, I don't know how that would compare. Even if he's mentally and physically prepared as a driver, I don't know how much that car can give on that racetrack.
Connor Branch, Dylan Ward was in y'all's backup car, your dad's, correct? The 11.
Yeah.
Dylan qualified a 14.453 in that car. Connor Branch qualified a 14.489. I mean, that's, to me, I'm looking at some of these times on here. That wasn't bad. I think I always believe that with a parent involved like they are, that they know what they're doing. But I'm like you. I thought he adapted pretty well. And at that morning practice, I'm like, check him out. And here's one thing I think is important, Slate Myers, is that Connor Branch was very respectful in making sure he was way out of the way of any of y'all.
Oh yeah, of course. That's one of the first things that they taught me is teaching, or they taught me respect. That was like the first thing for me as a driver that I had to get through my head was there's going to be faster cars around me. There's going to be veterans around me. I don't need to make any stupid mistakes. And obviously, those come, especially racing at the Madhouse at Bowman Gray. Mistakes will come with it. Like you're bound to wreck. You're bound to knock a clip off. Like it's going to happen. You're going to crash.
Yep.
And that's just some of the things that I got told jumping into it. And that's the same things that my grandpa was telling my dad when Dad first got into it. And you see where he's at now, winning his 102nd race over there. I mean, that's just surreal to me. That's just a cool point. I don't know.
Very cool point. I mean, that's a cool point. Could you imagine, Sydney?
Mm-mm. But you know, that's one of those things. Like, it wasn't necessarily something that I had to be told, because I had to listen to it all the time. So and so wouldn't get out the way, and I didn't want to be, you know, one of those drivers. So when you get in the car, you're like, okay, I don't want to be in the way. I don't want to be in the way.
Right.
But then again, when it comes to it, like, you don't want to be in the way because you've also earned your right to race. So you just press the gas and go.
And that's kind of like how you was taught right there, isn't it, Slate?
Yeah, it is. It is. I think my great grandpa taught my grandpa, and my grandpa taught his two sons, and his two sons taught me on how to race over there. So I think I know I have some really good mentors for racing over there. And I
You
can't wait
think?
to see what the rest of the season
He
holds.
says he thinks.
Man, I mean, yeah, yes, very much so. It was good to see Jason have the fast time, because it's been your dad and Brandon Ward. That's it. And to see another driver, but for Jason, because Jason Myers is your uncle, has been on a roller coaster, so to speak, but he's got a win already, and he qualified on the pole, so the cars got speed, and it was I still, there's no doubt in my mind. I said it at the beginning of the year when I had you on, and I'll say it again. I'm going to say it to Riley too, and say the same thing. Even though we're 2 weeks away from our halfway point, I still know without a doubt, if I was rich, I'd bet money on it that you and Riley both will get a win this year, possibly two.
Yeah, we know it's coming for sure. And like you said, with Jason being on a roller coaster, I feel like that's everybody over there. Racing's just, like you said, a roller coaster. You're so up and down all the time. It's just it's part of it, and you just got to learn that and get that in your head that it's part of it. You're gonna have really good nights, really bad nights, but you just got to take what it gives you.
Well, I hate to be the corrector over you, but you just said something. But let me tell you who ain't on the roller coaster. That's that driver, that one car, your daddy. I mean, he goes out there like, oh Lord, look how fast this car is. So everybody but your dad, he's kicking butt and taking names right now, which is good. I enjoy watching y'all race. I enjoy watching you race. I've enjoyed watching you mature as a driver, and it's like right now talking how far you've come in doing your interviews and conducting yourself. Goes back to what we said a while ago, though, Slate. You've got some really, really good teachers. So, me personally, you know, I hold you to a higher standard, so to speak, than I do others that are younger because of your family history. I would expect, just like having Chrissy Wallace on earlier, I would expect her to say certain things that other people don't say, because that's Kenny Wallace's niece, that's Rusty Wallace's niece, that's Mike Wallace's daughter. Same thing. You are Jason Myers' nephew. You're, you know, Gary Myers' grandson, and Burt Myers is your daddy. And, you know, I feel like that they've taught you well, and it's, you're going to be just fine, kiddo. I think you would agree with me on that, huh?
Yeah, there's definitely some wins coming. It's just all God's timing, and whenever He feels like the time is right for me to get a win, then that's the time. So, I'd love to get one as soon as possible and get my name in the books. But it's all, like I said, it's all His timing, and I'm not going to rush it if I don't have to.
When you win and I happen to do the interview, will you hug my neck?
Oh,
I don't know. There's going to be a lot of necks to be hugged that night.
See, here's the good thing. I get to separate you from them because you got to talk to me. I would be happy. I would. You wouldn't have a choice, actually. I'm a neck hugging fool. I love it. I say it every time on the show. I've been going down a lot more. And it's like Kyler Staley winning that race, his first race, in a street stock. Man, that was just cool to me.
You're a hugger?
In happy times, yes.
Okay.
At funerals, yes. And yeah, I guess it don't matter. I'm just a hugger.
Okay. I
I'll
can't
hold
wait for Slate to win so he can ask his dad, so where did you finish? Because
Slate.
Clayton does that to me all the time. So I can't wait for somebody else to experience
Slate, you wouldn't do that, would you?
No, we've talked about it before. If he's not winning the race, he'd rather me or Jason win. But if it's a family car out there and the last name's Myers, and that's who he got beat by, he can take it and be happy for us.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be the happiest.
Who?
Max.
Oh, Max.
That kid's liable to get on top of the roof of the car. That boy,
He cracks me up.
he loves Slate. Yeah, he loves Slate. Man, that kid, Max is just a good kid. I really think, I know he's really good. I've heard, and I need to go watch him play a game. I really do. I heard he's really good at baseball. Is he good, Slate?
Yeah, when we watched him Sunday, he made some really good plays. I think he leads off batting and everything. I'm not a big baseball guy, so I don't know all the turns and slings and all that stuff. But he's pretty good. I like watching him. He's very methodical, and you can see where he puts his mind into the game, and he's very focused. I don't know if you can see that at the racetrack, but before the race starts, obviously he's playing with his friends. But when the race starts, he's locked in. He's not. No other distractions. He's watching this race, seeing people, seeing what they do and what they don't do and the mistakes they make. And I think he's going to be a really good race car driver because it's coming.
Yes, absolutely. I think I got it out of him. I had him and Jason, Max, and Jason, and I think I did get it out of him. That was a good show. Well, man, look, I'm a fan of yours. Got much respect for you, your family, the family name. I hope that I do get to go down when you get that win and be a part of that celebration. That's going to be a big, big deal. There'll be tears shed, that's for sure, but there'll be happy tears. If you will, take this time, Slate Myers, to thank family, friends, and sponsors.
Yeah, first of all, I can't thank the Lord enough for letting me do this and giving me the ability to race a modified. It's surreal to me. I'm still taking it all in. I can't thank all my family enough for all the support, my family, friends, and everybody. Can't thank Ben Gable enough, starting off, for supplying me a race car to race at Bowman Gray. As y'all may know, it's very expensive to run over there, and some nights it gets hard. There's a lot of arguments that go on in the shop and outside of the racetrack, trying to get money and sponsors and partners and all this stuff. But we find our way to make it back over there every Saturday night, and I can't thank everybody enough. First, I can't thank Bryson Brothers Aerial Solutions, Bryson Screen Cleaner, and Citrus Safe Racing, Tommy Lancaster, Ben Gable, Choice Tire and Automotive, Caton Electric, Auto Store of North Carolina, Universal Technical Institute, Triangle Fitness, Mark Joyce with MJ Graphics, Greg Butcher Trucking, Velocity USA, Collins Roofing and Construction, Napa on Stratford Road, Ideal Landscaping, S&P Lemonade, Freedom Fighters brand, Brad Smith Racing Electronics, and Bubba Speed Shop. And I want to give a personal shout out to Eric Messer for the pictures he takes over there. I feel like he doesn't get enough recognition over there. He puts his hard work in over there, and he makes my race day graphics and all this stuff. And I just feel like he doesn't get enough recognition, especially for me. So just thank you, Eric. I don't know if you're listening or not, but thank you so much for all you do for us.
I at least once every show I praise the man. Because what you said is very true. When he's out there, when I'm doing the Make Noise T-shirt cannons coming your way, the Triad CW T-shirt cannon, I always acknowledge Eric Messer at that racetrack and on this show. He was a producer for this show. He helped put this show to another level. And his work ethic and what he does, he loves what he does, and he has a passion for it. And here's the thing, Slate, as you know, he's dang good. He's real good.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very good. I say it all the time. He has access to this whole show. He has access to everything. He has access to the Talking Circles with Chris Carter page, my email, whatever. He's still a very, he's part of what we do. And matter of fact, me and him's going this week to fly a drone. He's going to fly his drone over the VFW in Kernersville so we can have a map for everybody to go. Also, I've told your dad, I've talked to Jason. I got to call Jason tomorrow. I really, really want y'all to come and be a part of this on the 29th, okay? If you can. Did he hang up?
Y'all got me?
Yeah,
It's
now I
real
do.
glitchy. I can't hear you.
Really? You couldn't hear me? That's okay. I love you.
Can
Bye.
you hear me?
Thank you for calling in. I'll see you Saturday.
Y'all got me?
Yeah, I got you now. You got us?
No, it's real glitchy. I can't really hear you.
All right. I'll see you Saturday. Bye.
All right, we'll see you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Bye.
All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be back, so don't you go anywhere.
Ever Ready Mix Concrete has been in business for 40 years and they can handle any and all of your concrete needs, whether big or small. They can do it all. Located at 2000 Old Highway 421 East in Yadkinville, North Carolina, Ever Ready Mix Concrete, they're family owned and operated, and for a free quote, give David Adams a call at 336-961-6688. Since 2006, 5 Points Tire and Auto works hard to earn your trust and loyalty. They know how important it is to find a Winston-Salem car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is their top priority each and every day. Their professional automotive service offers you years of combined expertise from their well-trained technicians. They treat their auto repair professionals well because they value their skill and can-do attitude. They know their team sets them apart, saving you, the customer, time and money, not to mention worry. When it comes to auto repair in Winston-Salem, 5 Points Tire and Auto is totally confident they are the best option in town. They're located at 3075 Kernersville Road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and their hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Choice Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto repair shop and your number one source for tires and wheels in Kernersville, North Carolina. They offer a variety of automotive services to keep your vehicle rolling on the road and off. Choice Tire and Automotive offers check engine light repair and diagnostics, oil changes, brake repairs, alignments, balancing, rotations, and general automotive repairs. They bring the best quality service possible in everything they do, and their team is committed to providing the best workmanship and customer experience possible. Choice Tire and Automotive's hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. Give Choice Tire and Automotive a call at 336-992-9002 and let them take care of your tire and automotive service needs. Welcome back, Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services. We're live at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. We appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in tonight. Riley Neal is supposed to be our next guest. Sydney, it's good to have you back. Little stuffy in here.
Glad to be back.
Clayton Tate got to make him some laps. Philip Harrison, look, there's the other half of the peanut gallery.
I know, the peanut gallery is complete. Hey, how's your cows you've been watching?
Man, they're good. They're real good. Yesterday it was all in the corner. It was raining. Daniel called me and said they were mad at me.
Because you didn't go see them? That's kind of rude.
The last 2 times I went and seen them, I didn't feed them.
Oh, I'd be mad too.
They wasn't very happy. But anyway, Winston's the coolest cow out there. Winston's going to be a good bull. Really going to be a good bull. Anyway, so if Chris Carter goes missing, I want y'all to know that there is a reason for it. If I love you and I think a lot about you, I will be calling you. You can get in my helicopter and you can go and be a part of this excursion that we're going to do. I will.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm not getting in a helicopter with you.
I didn't say I was driving,
Oh.
Sydney.
Oh.
We'd like rent one and go. We can't leave the country. I'd be too scared to do that. No.
What was it that you did that one day you just went and ate somewhere and then come back?
Huh?
In the airplane.
No, I flew back home.
No, that one time. You done forgot.
Oh, no, with Tristan McKee's dad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he come and picked me up. Well, he flew to the airport in his plane, prop plane. They went to the airport right there at Smith Reynolds. I forgot what it's called. It's a little smaller airport right next to that. When they flew in, I picked him up. We went to Williams and ate. And then we got in an airplane and flew to North Wilkesboro and just flew around. It was pretty neat looking at that track like that. Speaking of my 14-year-old wheelman, Tristan McKee, started
64th.
Yeah, I just do that. We didn't know 64 cars.
Oh, you were being sarcastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he raced at Dominion Cars Tour. So he started 19th and he finished 4th. He's leading the points in the TA2 series that he's in. My other wheel man, hold on, let me look. Bubba. This guy, Bubba Pollard, he is going to Canada in July. Yeah. When he goes to Canada, he usually wins. We got a caller. Oh! Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Riley.
Hey, I was seeing if we could get some Conway Twitty played.
Okay.
Yep.
Bing, ba-da-ding, ding, ding.
That's how she thinks Conway Twitty goes. What's a bing, bing, ding, bing? What was that, a banjo out of tune?
That was my guitar.
Riley, did you
That
work
sounds very
hard?
good
Did you
guitar,
work?
Sydney?
God love. Did you work hard today, Riley?
Not really. I try to do most of my work on Mondays.
I had to go through the PR department today to make sure you was going to be on.
His
Oh,
manager.
really?
You had to go through the
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hard to get a hold of sometimes. Sometimes you got to talk to my manager.
Well, see, through the years now, I've learned because when I didn't get a reply and I had to make a decision, and so I just said, you know what, I'm gonna call Lori, and I'll get this situated.
Yeah, that's usually the best option.
I want you to. I'm gonna do you just like I did Slade on here. I wanted to let's touch base with the younger drivers. Riley, Neal, give me, Sydney, and our listeners your assumption of the track at Bowman Gray right now at this point.
Slow.
Can you tell driving? Can you?
Not really, but you can definitely see it on the stopwatch. The racetrack's very slow, I think, right now. It's showing up in qualifying for both divisions, modified and sportsman. We're usually between a 3 and a 5, and right now we're between a 6 and a 8. So it's definitely really slow. The sportsman cars, I don't even remember what the poll was for their 100 lapper.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I got it all right here. Matter of fact,
Let him look in his handy dandy notebook.
I
Riley-
want to say it was like a high 60, low 70.
this was when you went out. I don't know why I do this. I'm like, Riley looks fast. 14,106. I'm like, that ain't right.
He's talking about for the sportsman.
I know, but I'm just talking about his. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
well, that's what the rest of my guys said too. So, I'm gonna leave that at no comment and be thankful that we have a 100 lapper this weekend and we get to redo that. The car was decent. It was a little snug, but like I come off the racetrack and I was like, dude, what in the world? That's the worst lap I've ever ran in qualifying over there.
It is.
And we've been pretty consistent qualifying in the top 8 all year. Top 8, top 6 right there. And to qualify 20th, I'm like, what just happened? And all my guys come over there and like, that's not right. There's no way. It's just, Dad thought it was going to be a top 3 lap the way it looked.
And that's what I mean, because I promised that they were hitting the button. Everything was done right as far as the tower. I thought it looked faster, but I do it all the time. I'll say like, oh, this is going to be a 13,481, and then it's a 14,101 or something. Dylan Ward was fastest in the sportsman. That was on May the 24th at a 14.664. Second fastest was Sterling Clemens at a 14.714. And then, of course,
Yeah,
you had
so
Chase
high
Robertson.
60.
Yeah, Chase went a 14.745.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've always the modified and the sportsman is usually a second to like a second and 2/10 apart. So I mean, I don't know. I just think the racetrack's really slow right now, and I don't know if it's going to pick up speed, because I figured it would have done picked up by now, and it hasn't.
That's because we've had Noah's Ark type rain.
Literally almost
I mean-
daily.
Oh yeah.
It's just been every day, almost. What happened Saturday
Oh,
night?
trust me, I know it.
What happened Saturday
When,
night?
when I go to mow and I'm getting splashed in the legs with water, I mean,
Right. That's what happened Saturday night happened just as bad the next day at the stadium. So,
it's
and then,
been horrible.
And last night.
Yep. Yeah.
Horde last night.
Yeah, it was very bad yesterday afternoon too. It's just been crazy. But I don't know. If everything goes to plan, we'll be back in the Purple Rain this weekend. So I get to get back in my baby. I'm a little bit more comfortable in that car. We've had good runs in our other car, but that car is it's got something special that I like about it.
Connor Branch is doing pretty much what you've done, going from a sportsman. So Riley didn't do it in the middle of the year. Connor Branch going from a sportsman to a modified, and me and Slate was just talking, just watch him in morning practice and qualifying, and being respectful during the evening practice and the morning practice. And I know you can't really pay attention to other drivers when you're trying to get faster and get speed and what have you. But what advice could you possibly give Connor Branch doing what you've done yourself?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to give advice in that situation. You kind of just got to do it. You just pay your dues. That's all you got to do. We did it last year. We learned the race car as a team. I learned it in the seat. The guys learned it on the wrenches, and I think it's really showed this year. We've been competitive this year. I mean, we're tied for third in the points right now. I think that kind of makes a good statement about me and my team. But like I said, just pay your dues,
Right. Purple Rain. Lori, yo mama. Cindy, did you see this?
Yes.
Ashley Thorne Smith said, glad to put a face with the car, Cindy. My little girls love your pink car. So let's remind Miss Ashley Thorne Smith that
Yes.
on the 29th of
June.
this month, those lovely babies, kids, whatever, can go and just get in that car and then go get in the bounce house and
Get their face painted.
get their face painted. So yeah, look at the glare on that thing. Anyway, so yeah, Miss Ashley, that's pretty cool that somebody can put a face and you being on here. Riley, I said the same thing to Slate. Going to say it to you. I said it before the season. You've been a co-host on this show more than once. You're on here pretty often. And I say it if you're not around, I'll say it. If you're around, I'll say it. If I'm in front of this camera, or if I'm not in front of this camera, I know for a fact that you are going to win a race this year and possibly two.
Well, that's my plan. If we can keep up the consistency right here with what we've got going on in our program, I think that there's no reason that we can't win 2 or 3 before the end of the year and shock a lot of people. I don't think it'll be as much of a shocker this year as it would have been last year, because we've run very well this year, and I got to keep a level head. All my guys have got to keep a level head and stay right where we're at right now, and just we need a little bit of luck to fall our way. We've had good runs and done what we could and tried to be respectful at the same time. So driver can only do but so much in the seat without absolutely cobbing people up and to win races. So we're trying to do it the right way. That's for sure.
Do you have drivers that when you get around you get a little nervous, like, uh-oh, I got to get by this guy? Or is it just pretty much you just race everybody the same and kahunas to the wall and go get it?
I mean, I try to race everybody the same. If we've had a pass run in, then I'm gonna feel a little different about how I race you and how I do certain things. But I mean, we really haven't had a lot of run-ins over there, and I mean, I've had a select couple. I mean, we ain't gonna go into too much detail about it, but it's kind of hard to speak on that because I will race somebody differently if you race me in a bad way. You know,
Right.
I know I keep that in the back of my head, and I'm not going to do it for seventh place. You know, if we're racing in the top 5, top 3 right there, then it's time to go. Now in the second race, the last race that we run, I drove from 8th to 3rd, and they're like even Slate. I talked to Slate after the race. He told me my car was better than his, and I gave him 2 fair shots and let him know I was there. The third time, I knocked the cold piss out of him, and I moved him up the racetrack. And in those 25 lappers, it's just you have to go, especially when you're in a position like I am, to where you're sitting tied for 3rd in the points right now. You can't afford to finish back there, you know. So,
what about full field redraw Saturday night?
Full field redraw Saturday night. I'm hoping that since I get to get back in my baby this week, that I don't have to worry about redrawing. I can just take the fans challenge and win $9,000.
So hold on. Let me. I went over this earlier. Here's what they're doing. Okay, hold on. And this is per. Where are they at? Is that them, Sydney? No, that's Bowling Gray stuff, but not the right stuff. Hold on. Bear with me here.
To the left.
I got it.
Well, then why'd you ask me?
Because I cry when you're away. All right. So, Riley, here's what they're doing. The Market USA 100 for the Brad's Golf Cars Modified qualifying results will stay the same, but they will have a full field redraw. The 4 fastest.
Are you serious?
I'm reading it. This is from the people at the top. That's why I stopped you. All right, qualifying results will stay the same, but they will have a full field redraw. 4 fastest will once again have the opportunity to take the fans challenge for $6,000. That'll be Jason Myers, Burt Myers, Lee Jeffries, and Chris Fleming.
So, I mean, that's fine because we got a full field redraw. I don't really care. I know my race car is better than where we qualified. But on a side note, I think that's kind of wrong. How are you supposed to have a new event and a new sponsor, completely different weekend, but you're going to keep the same qualifying results from a different event?
Well,
I'm not saying that because I qualified in the back, but I'm just saying that to be square. I think everybody should get a shot to try and better it.
We just go here.
Yeah, we just. I told Sydney, I said,
yeah,
man, I saw if we did this, but I wanted to make sure that I'm delivering as a part of Bowman Gray Stadium, as an announcer at Bowman Gray Stadium, and as a podcast that covers 99.9% Bowman Gray Stadium. I want to make sure that what I provide to the people out there listening, it is 100% accurate. If I say something like that, and I know you understand that, I'm just for the people out there. If I say something like this, once again, I text Austin Shuford and Greg Garrison both to say, okay, this is what I take a screenshot of this, what I got on this laptop. Is this okay, guys? Yes, perfect. Go with it. So I don't just kind of, I just want to provide the information. But like I said, a full field redraw, you could be third. Do you really want to start up front, Riley, in a 100-lap modified race at Bowman Gray Stadium?
Yeah. I do.
Tell me why.
Then I
want to know why.
My own pace.
Right. Okay.
I get to decide how I'm going to drive my race car for the beginning part of the race, and I can pace myself. I mean, everybody wants to start on the pole, but if you start on the pole, you can kind of either run it out a little bit and get a comfortable lead and sit there and hang out, or you can, if somebody behind you wants to go a little bit harder, you can let them go. You can drop in, and and let them go burn it up, and then walk them down in about 20, 25 laps.
I'll
It's
see
just,
how y'all do
I
that.
think the 100 lapper's a lot of mental game and how you play them, especially with the cone. The cone's very implemental. The top is great right now. You have to go even right now. I would almost even lose a spot to go to the top versus the bottom.
So, and Slate said, did he not? Slate
Yeah,
said
Slate
the
said the same
same
thing.
thing. He did. City's over here. No,
Yeah.
no. But
All I
like,
can think about is Lightning McQueen or Doc on Lightning McQueen talking about getting the marbles or whatever.
Riley, are you pacing back and forth?
Am I what?
Are you
Pacing back and forth. Pacing back and forth.
like walking back and forth?
No, I'm sitting on the brick wall in the middle of the yard.
Oh, your mother was asking.
She probably hears his voice went up just a tick. When I said about that redraw, did you hear him? His voice changed a little.
What?
It went an octave above normal that we were at.
I was pacing at that point, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it is what it is. You just gotta,
Yeah, see, listen,
like she
listen,
said,
listen.
we just go there.
Listen, yeah, right.
You know?
I mean,
Exactly.
listen though, and this is what I'm going to say: full field redraw, and you let's just say you redraw. How many cars was that? Like 82 cars Saturday night. I mean, there's a lot. And
Yeah, it was 26 to take time.
right. Okay, so all right, you go first caution comes
We had
out.
in the clash.
Huh?
More than we had for the clash.
See? All right, so let's just say that you're 20th. I've seen them 20, 21st, and then next thing I'm doing, I'm saying, and Riley Neal, 4th in your Colby's roofing and gutters restart lineup. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you was just 20th or 16th, and then you're up there outside row 2 or row 3. That's the difference maker. Because when you put that traffic control safety services restart cone out there, and I've seen people that I'm like, and I embarrass myself because I say there's no way that Riley Neal's going to go to the outside. And there he goes, race fans. Riley Neal to the outside. Chris, you're an idiot.
Well, I mean, it kind of got a taste of that a couple weeks ago in the first 100 lapper. We started 14th, and by lap 25 we was running 3rd.
See?
It's how you got to play it. I mean, obviously you got to keep the nose clean and keep the wheels straight, but you got to play that cone. It's a roulette wheel, you know.
I'm going to write a country song about that cone.
Gonna
That's
write a
all.
country song about that orange cone.
So Riley Neal won't be at our event on the 29th. We have already talked about it. They are going out of town. Tommy's going out of town. A lot of people are going out of town, but I will say that they contributed to it. What they done to help.
I'll just be upfront and honest with everybody. I don't usually tell my business, but I mean a lot of people's got to understand that's our one break of the year that we get from that. And we've got a beach house, so we like to go down there and enjoy it as we can. And Mom's pretty upset that she don't get to go down there more than she does.
Well, I bet, but I do. Once again, I want to reiterate. I do get it, and I want to reiterate once again that Riley Neal Racing has contributed to, and how so is it was big help. Helping a mom. So
just because
Riley,
they're not going to be there, they still contributed to it.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Riley Neal Racing will be on those shirts. So that was the whole point of that. Y'all have already played a big part. And it's very much appreciated. Riley, it's 8:40. I got to go.
To do so.
You
well, Paul's Caden just yelled across the yard and said he wanted everybody to know that he was peeing. So
no, I didn't.
But like I say, speaking of Caden, I just want to give a big shout out to all my guys. They're freaking incredible. Adam Eaton, Caden Camper, Dash Stoltz, Mike Brown, Jacob Bridges, Philip Gossett, Chip Johnson, Dad, Mom, Jennifer Johnson, Michael Ball, everybody that is included in this deal.
forgot Little Man.
I can't. Brett or Javen?
The Jennifer Nim's grandson. What's his name? Little man.
Javen.
Him. Yeah.
He's out here he's out here kicking a soccer ball around.
Yeah. You gotta give him a shout out.
So, but like I say, if it wasn't for them guys, man, it wouldn't be possible. Caden's here tonight helping on the purple car. Dash is here. Adam's here. All the Johnsons are here. I got a really great support system when it comes to my crew.
You do.
They're here
good
every
guys.
night of the week,
Yep.
busting their tails.
Yep. I agree. Good group of guys. Good group of
So,
guys. Well,
but
thank
I
you,
wouldn't-
sponsors.
We wouldn't get to be a crew without our sponsors. Garage Doors of the Triad, Logan Heating and Cooling, Winston-Salem Dash, Walkertown Auto Sales, L&D Forestry and Mulching, Inspira Dental Care. Jennifer Johnson actually works at Inspira Dental Care. Can't thank her enough for putting me in the right places to help me get involved in that deal. Sorry, people's trying to talk to me in the middle of trying to name off all my sponsors. Walkertown Mill, Walkertown Pone and Gun. Trying to make sure I got them all. I'm thinking Affordable Towing, H&W Services. I'm thinking here. VelocityUSA.com, MJ Printing and Graphics. Just everybody that's got a big hand in this. They're very appreciated of everything they do for me and my race team. Gossett's Landscape Nursery. I don't remember if I said that, but Philip, he's actually a crew member on the team too. He's very involved. We love having him. We'll miss him this weekend. He's going to the beach. Lindley Plumbing, ourself, of course. Graphics Unlimited for all they do. BST Shocks, PME Engines, or PME Motors. Sorry, it's not engines.
Yes,
But I think that's it.
It is an engine. A motor.
It is an engine, but it's PME Motors, not PME Engines.
The official word. Yeah, I got you. Well,
I think, but I don't know. It's hard because when you call Dennis, he answers the phone and he says Pro Motor, but then when you read the decal, it says PME. Pro Motor Engines. I don't know.
I thought he said when you call the dentist. I was like, okay, I'm real confused. But he said Dennis, like
Dennis, like Dennis the Menace. Dennis.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, at PME.
Speaking of the dentist, Sydney.
What?
Inspira Dental Care. Tell them that Riley Neal Racing sent you, and get $100 off your first visit, and go see everybody at the great offices in Knoxville and Winston-Salem.
There you go.
He's talking to you.
I got a dentist.
Well, change.
Oh,
that's what this is about.
Well, go see my dentist.
Yes.
I've been going to my dentist since I was a little girl.
Yeah, but you get $100 off.
And I've never have had a cavity before. Aren't you proud?
Will they give her a new toothbrush,
Well,
Riley?
that's your job at home. You got to brush your teeth.
I do brush my teeth.
Oh,
Look, he's
man.
out here making a commercial for them. They should be proud.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Riley, you're a good kid. Love you, buddy. I appreciate you and appreciate all your support for this show and your dad, your mom. And you just keep digging, bud. You're going to be just fine. No doubt in my mind. I'm looking forward to. I'll tell you like
appreciate you and Sydney for hosting me and always welcoming me on the show to give a good shout out to my sponsors and all my guys and just let everybody know how thankful I am for them and everything they do for me.
Last question. Is Mike Brown there?
No, he's not.
All right, we're going to have a team meeting. Mike Brown is officially on probation with Riley Neal Racing. All right.
Yep.
Amen.
Bye, y'all. Thank you, Riley.
Thanks, buddy. See ya.
Bye. Thumbs down. Call's over, Sid. This Saturday night, Bowman Gray Stadium, I'm going to say $2 college night. If you are in college watching this show, or you have kids that are in college, or if you know someone's in college, $2. $2 $1 bills, Sid.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And also, a lucky fan will have a chance to win an authentic certified piece of the old guardrail from Bowman Gray Stadium. We'll have the Market USA 100 for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. Qualifying results will stay the same, but they will have a full field redraw. The 4 fastest will once again have the opportunity to take the Fans Challenge for $6,000. Jason Myers, Burt Myers, Lee Jeffries, Chris Fleming. Also, the Street Stocks, you will line up by the pill draw from last Saturday night. Same way for y'all. The lineups are already set, so y'all know where you're going to start. I'm not going to repeat it again.
I'm ready.
Because y'all know I'm ready for you to. I'm ready for you to win.
Well,
Randy Pulliam knows. Go ahead, Chris.
I got
on down.
I got some work to do, but hopefully one day.
Well, you
I got to quit being nice for one.
Sydney, it's just, yeah. I'm surprised Steven has not just out there took the passenger vehicle and run over somebody, like the protesters out and wherever they're at protesting and people getting
He's not
run
like
over.
that. He's not that bad. Well, I'm on like my 25th motor at this point in the season. So the head that's on my motor right now is not the greatest. So it's all right. We're going to do with what we got, and we're going to keep on trucking.
June 29th, here in just a few short weeks, we're going to have Sweet 16 and Fighting fundraiser for 15-year-old Emma Williamson and 16-year-old Autumn Priest. All you Bowling Gray people, we want y'all to do what y'all always do when we all come together to do something like that, and that's raise money for these 2 kids and their families. We're going to have a Duncan booth. I think you should get on the Duncan booth too. Duncan booth, that is provided by Patriots Choice Plumbing, a bounce house. Johnson's Inflatables is where I have done business with. I've called other people, but these people was by far the nicest and wanted to help. And they gave us a good deal. That was paid for and sponsored by Ever Ready Mixed Concrete. We will have kids games organized, not just some. Also, cornhole tournament. We will have a cornhole tournament. We've got, I can't remember his name, with Radical Fire Protection. Does a lot of these. Also, Christy, who is very good friends that does these with Tony White. So we got 2 people that we will have a cornhole tournament. So I didn't have that in my notes. I'm glad I just remembered that. So all you cornhole players, we have boards that'll be organized. I dropped the ball on me and Mr. Eric on the choice tire for Bree. But all that's already handled. Once again, kids games, organized kids games by Miss Sandy and Alina, which was our hero, Emma, that's no longer with us, mom and grandma. Race cars, drag cars, hot rods, for the Piedmont Dragway. Elon Musk is going to have rockets from NASA and and we'll get canceled.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Bikers, if you want to come, bring them Harleys, please. Our food is going to be, we're going to have barbecue plates. That's chicken and pulled pork
From
for
Smoky Joe's.
$10. Yes, $10 barbecue plates from Smoky Joe's in Lexington. On the 27th, y'all pay attention. Please mark this down. On the 27th of this month, that's the Friday before we have this, you go to Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. That is in Lexington, right there. Welcome, Lexington, right there near Richard Childress Racing, okay? All sales from that day will go to these 2 young ladies, and that's just the most amazing thing. So on the 27th, y'all go and make sure you go eat at Nick's.
Mm-hmm.
We will have shirts if you want to pay $100 for your business likeness, or like Riley Neal Dunn, Riley Neal Racing, your race team, whatever. It'll be the name of your business and or brand, city and state.
Mm.
I got to have $100 by Thursday. Then we're cutting that off. Mark Joyce, MJ Printing and Graphics, is already done the design on that. Thank you to them. Also, I want to thank Jeff Amernick and Audrey Bisk. I'm going to be on WXII next week to support this, to be on the news and talk about this. So I'm very thankful for that. Whiskey Ridge Outlaws is going to be our band. They are very good. Bracelets are for sale. You can check that out on our Facebook page. It's the Sweet 16 and Fighting fundraiser page. It's an event page. Type it in, it'll come up. So let's see. And Tyson Ison has those. Radical Fire Protection, and Bridget's Kitchen right down the road from where we're at here at the Choice Tire and Automotive Studios in Lexington, North Carolina.
Steve Stroud said, come see him in the morning, CC.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I planned on it.
And then Ashley Thorne Smith is going to message you so that she wants some flyers to put at her work.
Who don't want to say something to that said something a while ago? Dadgummit. Who was it? It was on here. I don't know. There's Zach. Zach, you need to call your driver. She didn't make her appointment, but she's a busy. So I told Zach the other day, I interviewed him and Chrissy Wallace, and I said, Zach, what about me? And I seriously went to him and said, Zach, what about me and you getting on the Duncan booth together? But you're right. There probably ain't room for us. And we have already signed a waiver that we will not take our shirts off. We might get
The
Zach
guest will
Staley.
the guest will thank you for that.
Let's get Zach. Me and Zach. Let's get Zach Staley in the bounce house with the kids, and all the kids have to put on helmets. You don't like that idea?
I mean,
I like the idea of Zach Staley in the bounce house. I like it a lot.
who's going to be in charge of the bounce house? with
All
the
right,
kids?
Zach, I got you, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I need to do what?
I said, who's going to be in charge of all the kids in the bounce house?
So I do want everybody to know anything like that, the bounce house and all. We do have, right, I believe, between what Radical Fire Protection's doing, Steve Stroud, he's got people from 5 Points. I want to say we have like 33 volunteers, people from, seriously.
No, Brendan Crotch said y'all could sit on each other's laps.
At Brandon.
Zach said you're trying to get me killed.
Yeah.
You mean-
Yes, Eric Engelbert, I will do. I will do, buddy. So yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. Chrissy Wallace is a busy person. I did talk to her yesterday through text. Zach hooked me up with that, so she will be on. We'll get her on. We'll get Chrissy on. Good. I'm telling you, I read y'all earlier what that girl's done, and she was the first female winner at Hickory Motor Speedway. But we'll have her. Did you see what Zach said, Brandon? Only if you'll get in the middle. All right. From the bottom of my heart, I love every one of y'all. All of our sponsors here at Talking Circles with Chris Carter, presented by J&T Services at Choice Tire and Automotive Studios. Thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for wanting to be a part of what we're going to do for these kids. And y'all stay safe. Stay vigilant. Our country right now, there's a lot of stuff going on. I talked about it earlier. Be aware of your surroundings. Carry bear spray. If you bear spray somebody, they will run fast. I promise. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. We'll see y'all this Saturday for our Market USA 100 for our modifieds. Y'all stay safe. God bless.